pain when it hits me is intense. It comes on so suddenly I feel like I'm going to be sick. It hurts more than I thought it would. It hurts more than I can endure. It hurts, it hurts, it hurts. But then a miracle happens. My vision turns white. My lungs spasm in one last desperate gasp, and then there's nothing. I'm finally free. I thought it would be scary, which is why I tremble so much, but I think I'm getting used to it now. It's not that bad, really. Not existing. There are worse things you can do than disappear. Hey, Yumi. I think that's how it's pronounced. Can you hear me? Please. Tell me you can hear me. Wake up. You have to wake up. Don't do this to me. Or Ayumi? Ah. Sounds like someone's calling out to me. I can hear a voice, high and anxious, pleading through my comfortable, cozy state of non-existence. I can't make a voice that high, but I can try. Head's starting to hurt again. What's going on? Coming back to reality? Let's see. Alright, better. I open my eyes slowly, groggily, and glance upwards. There's someone standing by my bedside. Somebody I don't know. She has long, fair hair tied into a ponytail, and she's wearing clothes which I suppose are fairly fashionable. As far as appearances go, she's quite cute, and it doesn't hurt that her face is so sweet either. Her eyes are very wide, her iris is indigo, and her nose is small and snub. Her lips are pale pink like cherry blossoms, and they're parted in what I suppose is concern. Her skin is white like milk, or like snow, and her fingers are slender. She's slender in general, really, so much so it looks like a gust of wind could blow her away. She's so pristine in her ruffled blouse and her high-waisted skirt, she hardly looks human. Her facial features are all too perfectly arranged. I can't see a single blemish on her skin. She's almost too pretty. What is a girl like this doing in my apartment? I feel dazed, and the girl's breathy exclamation of relief when I open my eyes is little to reassure me this isn't a dream. Well, thank goodness. I'm so glad you're finally awake. You were out for hours, Yumi. I was so worried. I don't know her name, but she seems to know mine. Are you friends, then? You must be more than acquaintances, given the familiar way she's talking to me. I don't remember having any friends like her, though. I don't remember having any friends at all. Wasn't that why I got percent on these? No, I don't even think about that. My head is starting to hurt again. Sorry, but this is all kind of a lot. What's going on? Oh, you poor thing. You really must be sick if you have to ask that. I'm sick? You are, yes. You're very, very sick. Your temperature was almost 38 degrees when I last checked. You were passed out when I came here, and that was, I say it was about 2 hours ago. I've been myself busy since then, cleaning this place up, but I was very worried about you. I'm glad that you decided to call me this morning. I hate to think of you suffering on your own. You were so hot, I was even thinking I might have to call the hospital. Hospital? I blinked, trying to disperse the white, hazy spots which are flickering in front of my vision. My apartment is shifting, and so is this girl's concerned face. Feels a bit like my reality is being filtered through an old VCR player. Everything keeps juddering. Am I really that sick? You look pretty sick, yeah. Though you haven't actually been sick, thank goodness. That's a relief. It seems like your fever might be breaking now, though. You sound pretty lucid for the most part. Maybe I should test you, though? How many fingers am I holding up? Just the one? That's right. And now? Still just one? Good, good. I'm glad there's no problems with your vision, at least. Now, what's your favorite food? Pork cutlet, I think. And your favorite book? That's some light novel series actually, but I love A Forest by I can't pronounce that name. Sorry. Right. And your birthday? It's October 6th, I think. Very good. And my birthday? That is crap, I don't know the answer to this. Not that this should come as too much of a surprise. How am I supposed to know this girl's birthday when I don't even know her name? I guess that's my phone. My apologies. I pondered for a few moments with my expression contorting. The girl must see the obvious distress because eventually she takes pity on me. Silly of me. You've always been so bad with birthdays. My birthday is only a few days before yours, on October 1st. So forget it, alright? Maybe you ought to make a note of it. It might come in handy later. When exactly? When you went to buy me a birthday present, duh, for being such a great girlfriend. The girl giggles. And what about my name? Don't tell me you forgot that too. You are. Here did I begin to struggle. I thought I might recognize the girl the more time passed, but we had talked for a few minutes and that still hasn't happened. I can't recall her name for the life of me. It isn't even on the tip of my tongue. The girl frowns. Well, that's no good. I thought you were on the mend, but maybe I was jumping the gun. I mean, geez. Imagine forgetting your own girlfriend. Huh? Not a surprise if I ever heard one. You're my girlfriend. Girlfriend? Yes. That's right. I'm Nagi. We've been together for a month already. We were talking to each other for longer than that, though, of course. We've only been going out for a little bit, but I thought you recall at least that much. I thought I was special to you, Ayumi. Well, great, now she's pounding at me, and it's quite effective, actually. What should I do? Reassure her. You're special to me. You're plenty special, I'm sure. I just feel a little mixed up now, is all. My head's killing me. Well, so long as you're sorry. It's to be expected, I guess, that you'd be a little confused since you have such a high fever. Would you like me to fetch you any ibuprofen? What about some water? No, don't go out of your way. I'm sure I'll live. Better. If you don't, then I would. Well, let's not worry about that right now. Okay. I have something. I think you need to sleep now more than anything. Do you want to get some more shut-eye? Do you mind? It would seem a bit rude inviting you over and then spend the whole time asleep. No, think nothing of it. I came here to help you, after all, and if sleeping will help you, but I think it will, then that's what you should do. Don't worry about me. You should be thinking about yourself right now, silly. Just relax, you hear? Your super cute girlfriend is going to do her darndest to help you recover. I'm gonna leave you until we've got the fever of yours under control, and that frown turned upside down. Right. Nagi's voice is high-pitched and it hits me like a freight train. It's relentless. I'm not sure if listening to her spiel is making me feel better. My head's still aching, though I suppose I appreciate how determined she is to cheer me up. Still can't quite recall having a girlfriend, especially not this devoted, but... well, whatever. I'm sick and must be confused, as Nagi said. Shouldn't pay it too much heed. I yawned. Tears began to bed in the corner of my eyes. Immediately, my eyelids began to fall shut. I feel so tired. Yes, that's right. Get some more sleep, Yumi. Sleep as much as you like. I'm not going to leave you. I'll always be here to take care of you. I promise. Okay, I'm not sure how long I slept for, but when I wake up, I feel distinctly groggy. I blink, attempting to disperse the white spots that are scattered in front of my vision. The back of my head is still pounding. I still feel out of it regardless of how much I've slept, which might be why the sight of the girl sitting at my bedside shocked me so much. It takes me a few moments before I realize that I've seen her before. She was sitting next to me the last time I woke up. She said her name was Nagi? That's right. It's good to see that you're awake, Yumi. You were out for a bit for ages. You really must be tired. Well, that answers one question I had. I was wondering how long I've been asleep. I'm pretty tired, yeah. I look at my bedside table searching for my digital alarm clock, but I can't find it. Okay, that's funny. I'm sure I had a clock there, but I don't recall using it very much. In the last few months at least. Didn't have any need for it. Did I throw it out? Don't remember doing that though. Don't remember much of anything. Oh? Now you must have noticed my expression twisting because she frowns. Something bothering you? You're not in any pain, are you? No, I'm fine. I just wanted to know what time it was, if you knew. Time, I think it's midday. You woke up at 9. You've been sleeping the last 3 hours. 3 hours? It's quite a lot. Yeah, you were asleep for a while, like I said. You poor thing. You've been laid out very low indeed, but don't worry. Not been hanging around doing nothing these last 3 hours. I actually made some rice porridge for you to shore up your strength. You did? I don't see any rice porridge. I did, yeah. Still in the kitchen. I'm warming up for you. Nagi rises to her feet, the hem of her skirt fluttering, then sets off. I hear the sound of distant chattering in the kitchen, spots of pans, and then the shuffle of returning footsteps. Nagi is wearing indoor slippers, so her feet don't make very much noise. Footsteps are cushioned. I guess she doesn't want to get my floor dirty. Not that it matters. My floor is filthy, just like the rest of my room. It should be, at least, but my surroundings look tighter than I remember. My alarm clock isn't the only thing I see that's gone missing while I've been asleep. Ta-da! There's Nagi is back on the scene. Nagi appears before me less than 5 minutes after her departure. She's smiling brightly as she's holding a tray. This is for you, Yumi. Eat up. And the tray, which Nagi is now thrusting at me, is a bowl of warm rice porridge from which steam is gently exuding, and a cup of herbal tea. The rice porridge is a milky white and the tea is a translucent copper color. They both look nourishing and they smell pretty good too. I can't see anything wrong with this food, not at the glance at least, but I'm sure it's fine. If this porridge tastes as good as it looks, it should be delicious. Thank you, Nagi. Awesome. -5% on unease. I smile at my girlfriend and pick up my spoon. Looks great. Can't wait to dig in. It's no problem. You don't need to thank me. I'm your girlfriend after all. Should be a given that I look after you. I suppose it would, yeah. I dip my spoon into the porridge under Nagi's watchful gaze, then bring it to my lips. I blow on it. Then I put the spoon in my mouth. So what do you think? Is it good? I let the porridge linger on my tongue for a few moments before swallowing. Slides down my throat easily, as suspected it would. It is rice porridge after all. It's quite watery at that. Nagi must have made it like this on purpose, so would it be easier for me to eat? That was very considerate of her. I'm not sure if I can handle any food that's too solid at the moment, given how unwell I feel. If I had to describe it on one word, I'd say it's pretty homey. It reminds me a little of my mother's cooking, actually. My mother used to make rice porridge just like this when I was young, and when I was too sick to go to school. This is all rather nostalgic. Good, they're at 3% now on these. It's good, yeah. Thanks, Nagi. I'm glad to hear it. I know my cooking isn't the best, but I've been trying. I want to get better. All for your sake. Now, why don't you finish it up? You gotta get a little more food in you. Hey, Captain. I'll do my best. I'm pretty sure her nurse or captain. Latter sound a little too nautical. But whenever close your boat. Finished the rest of my porridge and washed it down with a cup of herbal tea. Tea wasn't as hot as I was fearing, and doesn't scald my tongue. It's quite soothing, in fact. I wonder what exactly is in this tea. I did not get it. Don't recall buying any loose leaves. I'm not a big tea drinker. Maybe she brought it over from her house? There we go. It wasn't so hard, was it? Very proud of you, and you mean? Oh, shoot. Wrong voice. Nagi smiles at me angelically. Okay. That's where I don't really normally see much, but get used to it. After I finish eating, as though I've succeeded in accomplishing a truly difficult task. Be intimidating based on the way she's carrying on. I'll just run a marathon, which, given how I feel right now, will be an impossibility. Of course, I bolster my strength, but there's no way in hell I'm ready to throw it back my cover and start working out. Well, it was easy to eat your food. Really good at cooking. Yeah, well, I don't know about that. There are better cooks out there than me, really. All I can do is follow recipes. That's all you gotta do, really, unless you wanna be unique, I guess. I'm not particularly gifted in the kitchen, but I've been working hard to make food that's worthy of you. Worthy of me, you say? Yeah, you're a good guy, so it's a pretty tall order, but I'm not gonna give in. I'm not there quite yet, but I'm sure I'll improve. Nagi flashed me a peace sign that takes my tray from my bed. I think she means to take it to the kitchen, but instead she sets it on the bedside table and says, "This is the least I can do for you, really, due to how hard you work. You need to eat a lot of healthy, nourishing food, and you need to get a lot of rest. You hear me, mister? Otherwise, you won't be able to finish the latest chapter of Crimson Fantasia by next Friday." Crimson Fantasia? Why does the name sound so familiar? I'm sure I've heard it before, but it's hard to place it. My brain feels so fuzzy. I have thought Nagi's porridge would have given me strength, but it's not having much of an effect. I still feel wrecked. Yes, Crimson Fantasia. Fortunately, Nagi is with me, and she seems to know even more about me than I do, the moment at least. I want to see what's going on to happen. Well, what's going to happen, I'm sure all your other fans do too. Last chapter ended on such a cliffhanger. You absolutely have to know what's going to happen to Eris. You can't kill her off. And now she's finally reunited with her sister. I guess we're a writer. We barely had a chance to talk to Harmonia yet. Still so much left unspoken between the two of them, and Eris' fight scenes are the coolest in the whole story. I'd really be upset if she doesn't emerge from her scrap with the Arcanist alive. Alright. Now you're just throwing a bunch of impenetrable sounding character names at me. I think I'm beginning to see at long last what she means. Crimson Fantasia is a web novel I've been working on during the last 3 months. Borrowed a bit of inspiration from the proper L4 series, but Crimson Fantasia is much darker. Crimson Fantasia stars an average Japanese boy called Haru who, through a series of unfortunate happenstances, winds up being reincarnated in a magical world called Grimoire. Once a Grimoire, he meets the plucky young sorceress, Eris, who was raised an orphan in the slums. Eris looks younger, 10-penny ragged orphan, but she's actually a direct descendant from the royal family, one half of a set of twin princesses who were torn apart for reasons unknown. I know Crimson Fantasia sounds an awful lot like L4 based on the synopsis, but I'm just painting in broad brushstrokes. Not actually that alike. Haru isn't as forgiving as Itsuki is, for one thing. He has quite a temper on him, something which Eris, who is a shy retiring, had taken to task for. Then there's Eris herself. Unlike L4's Princess Luliana, who is beautiful and kind, but during battle is quite useless, Eris participates in fights alongside Haru as his equal. She's proficient in wielding a large number of weapons, but she prefers to use a scythe. I know scythes are pretty derivative in and of themselves, but I think they look cool, so whatever. I think it's fine. If Nagi knows about Crimson Fantasia, I suppose she must have read it. I wonder. Are you a fan of Crimson Fantasia, Nagi? Oh, you mean, what sort of question is that? It was an earnest one. My mind is still all muddled. I can tell. I'm starting to worry that you've forgotten everything. I have forgotten about Crimson Fantasia or its fan base. You like it as well, don't you? How do you ask that, you big dummy? I know you're trying to be honest. That's one of your most appealing traits, but you don't need to worry about that. Or not around me. You should know by now that I don't just like Crimson Fantasia. I love it. Oh yeah? Yes, I'm his #1 fan. And that's saying something given it's become so popular. I was there first, however, before it became so big. I was leaving you supportive comments right from the beginning on your blog. That's how we ended up meeting, remember? That day you emailed me, asked me out for a coffee, the most precious day of my life. I was so excited I thought my heart would burst, like for real. I felt like I'm meeting a celebrity. And in a way, I guess you are. You're quite the big shot. Sounds plausible, but I have a few doubts. Could the fancies are really that successful? We'll see it's popular. So go in the beginning, certainly, but Crimson Fantasia is rather successful now. I can admit, however, that in the early days of its publication, it had barely any readers. I always told myself that I was writing for nobody's sake, but my own, but it was difficult to keep morale up during those days. I dreamed of becoming a professionally published light novel author, just like Tashumi Ryu. That's the best I can, go at it for like pronunciation, because I'm not exactly sure, but I think I'm pretty close. We're getting to look depressingly unattainable, but she was always there. She could comment on every single new chapter of mine, even when I surpassed the 50 chapter barrier. Her screen name was Nagi, real well, because I always look forward to her feedback. Promised her detail, well-considered and earnest. She asked me a lot of questions about Crimson Fantasia, world setting, the character, philosophies, and their developing relationships. I thought her enthusiasm was pretty cute. Well, I say she, but I never actually knew Nagi's gender. Assumed she was a girl based on her screen name. I remember sharing any private emails with Nagiko. I clearly can't remember meeting her in public. But if she's the smiling girl sitting at the bedside, sitting at my sick bed as anybody, it makes sense that she would be Nagiko. Did I pluck up the courage to email her after all? So it's pretty impressive. Go me. I'm not as socially awkward as I thought. So if you're Nagiko, my thoughts were whirring inside my head like clockwork. Piecing this together is quite a struggle. Must mean that you really are my girlfriend then. Yes, that's right. What else would I be, silly me? I'm your girlfriend, and I love you lots and lots. Love you so much, in fact, I'm gonna do my best to nurse you back into the tip-top fashion, or my name isn't Nagi. Looks like you could use it too. Now, let's see how your temperature's doing. Nagi leans in and presses her forehead against mine. Lips are very close to my own, such a degree I can't help but think about kissing her. Nagi peered into my eyes curiously. He just pressed her curiously close, while I, not knowing what to do, sit there feeling like a stone statue. I was hot already thanks to my fever, but I feel even hotter now. I'm certain this way. I feel Nagi's breath against my cheek, very soft, and though I know I'm being silly, it feels quantifiably different to my own humdrum, everyday breathing somehow. Something about Nagi's irrefutable femaleness is amping this interaction up to 11. Why am I shaking so much? Forehead is like icing its mind. Might as well be pressing myself against a willow pane in the winter. Doesn't blood run through Nagi's veins? It looks so perfect. I wouldn't be wholly unsurprised. So pretty, she might as well be made of plastic. You do feel pretty warm, yeah. I guess there's nothing else for it. You have to go back to bed, mister. Is that in order? It was more of a request, really. We're already around, however. You're into that. Should Nurse Nagi tell you to lie back down on the double? You could, yeah. What if I refuse, though? Then I'll have to give you an injection. Some naughty boys don't listen to their nurses deserve. You don't want me to hurt you, do you? I know Nagi's joking, but the casual way she talks about hurting me makes me flinch. Brings back memories. I remember. But no, that was the bad dream. I don't want to think about it. Perhaps I would better off sleeping after all. Let's go to sleep. Alright then, and you know best. I don't want to make you worry, so. I yawned and lied on the bed, obedient as a small child. I did what you say. You're rude to me not to listen to my nurse. Yes, that's right. Bad patient with black hearts disobey their nurses. But I know you're not a bad patient. You've always been very sweet, and that's why I like you so much. No, that's interesting. I smiled at Nagi though vaguely through her eyelids, which are starting to fall shut. So you said you were my nurse. I am your nurse. I'm nursing you after all. What else would I be? Oh, there's that thing. I yawned. I hadn't realized it until I laid my head on the pillow and discovered how soft it is. But I really am tired. But you're also my girlfriend. I'm that too. I can be both. Can I? It's not a bit unprofessional of you. It is. Duh, nurses aren't supposed to date their patients. I'm sure you have to sign some sort of waiver. Then I get in trouble if the news of our sordid affair comes to light. Oh, it's nothing sordid about me being in love with you. I'm feeling very pure. You can say that to me till the cows come home, but as our supervisor, you'll have to convince. Probably a court of law, too. Well, I guess if the prince ever fall in love with you? Or for falling for you? I don't know, maybe. Depends how sick I am. Well, it's not fair. I didn't consider that. It seems awfully cruel that the world will conspire to keep us apart. So you just need to stay here, you mean? With me. For all eternity. That way nobody will know I'm falling in law. And I'll never have to lose my medical license. And I'll never have to lose you. Can keep on loving you and living after you forever and ever. How's that sound? It might not be a bad deal, actually. You think so? Nagi tithers. Glad to hear it. If that's what you want, then that's what you'll get. Nurse Nagi will be on the clock 24/7, so you got nothing to worry about. Just go to sleep, rest your weary head, and I'll be here for you. I'll never ever leave you. Okay. And the voice is softly hypnotic. Can't fight against it, she asked me in her drawl. Eyelids which are heavy or already drooping fall shut. And in a quiet, understand sort of way, fall into a deep, dreamless sleep. And I hear somebody calling out to me, a bit vaguely. But their voice is so distant, it might as well be emanating from another planet. I don't need anyone else but Nagi. I don't want anyone else but Nagi. I just want to fall asleep. I never ever want to wake up. Oh, shoot. Well, I guess that was it. I guess if we didn't fall asleep and listen to what she said, we get a different ending. But I guess that's it for at least this ending. If you just do what she says, then yeah, you just kind of fall asleep and that's it. But from looking at the actual page for the game, there is more if you just fight against it. So again, this is Girlfriend Simulator. You want to play this for yourselves and see the other avenues you can take part in this game. If you just choose not to fall asleep, you can do that. I'm pretty sure the more your unease goes higher, more I guess things get chaotic. But this game is cool. I do like the aesthetics, the sort of retro style of it. It's different. It's cool. I do really like games like this. I don't get to play them that often, so when I do get to play them, it is a nice little refresher. So there's that. But this game was really cool. I do like it a lot. So if y'all want to play this and see the other endings for this game, Girlfriend Simulator, of course everything for this game will be in the description below for y'all to play this. And hopefully y'all enjoyed this video. Of course, if you did, do not hesitate to like, share, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Feels good to be back. I was on a little bit of a mini vacation. Did schedule some videos out, so it didn't seem that long for y'all, but I was like on like a 4-day vacation. Got back yesterday, so yeah, feels good to be back. Hopefully, you know, well, but yeah, I don't know what I'm even saying anymore, but yeah, so that's the end of this. I'm gonna stop rambling, so I'll end it here. Put everything in the description below, like I said, and hopefully y'all had a good day, a good yesterday, a better tomorrow, and I will catch y'all in the next video.